Right, I want to look at the comparison sheet here and compare the XR to the new models, the Pint X and the GT. And here, starting off with the XR, claim top speed 19 miles an hour on the XR, 18 for the Pint X, and 20 miles an hour on the GT. Now, if you follow Onewheels at all, you know that 19 miles an hour is, that's claim top speed, but people regularly ride over 20, mid 20s. With the Pint X, you do start getting pushback at 17, so I'm wondering if the GT is going to have that same aggressive pushback, if that's going to start at 19. Ideally, what I would like to see, which is probably not going to happen, but just like they said, they added the functionality to tone down the brightness of the light. It would be nice if you could choose between different, I guess, like levels of pushback. So maybe as a beginner, one wheeler, you could have that pint pushback just to give you that early warning, so you don't hurt yourself. And then as you progress, being able to dial it back a little bit so the pushback's still there, it's still noticeable, but it's less aggressive. I don't think that's gonna happen, but I definitely think that's something that could happen. It's all software that's controlling that governor, so I don't see why it couldn't be done. But if we go down now into the mileage here, you'll see that the XR 12 to 18 miles, which was huge back in 2018 when that first came out, and it's still huge. It's a lot of mileage. Unless I'm going on really long rides, I usually don't even, I might use half of my battery. So for the Pint X and those who like that style and that size of board, that increase to XR range is amazing. And 32 miles, 20 to 32 miles on the GT, bro. I mean, yeah, that's something where like I probably wouldn't have to charge my board for a week. I mean, that's insane. Now this one gets me here. So if we look at these chargers and charge time, right? So here we have the XR, and with the stock XR charger that comes in the box, it takes 110 minutes to charge it up. And then they have the XR hypercharger, which will charge it up in 60 minutes. And the weird thing is, if we look over here, right, so everything is pretty similar to the XR. There's a 1 mile per hour difference. Range is the same, but the charging time, you're going from 110 to 225 minutes. Now 225 minutes, granted, is that you are getting the charger that comes with the original Pint, the little tiny charger, which was even smaller than the standard XR charger. And I don't understand why that didn't come with the 110 minute. This is now a Pint X hypercharger, 110 minutes. I feel like it should have come with, not necessarily, it wouldn't have to be called the hypercharger, but it should have been the Pint X charger, 110 minutes. And then they should have had another option similar to what the XR has, the Pint X hypercharger. That should have been 60 minutes. 225 minutes is a long time. I mean, if you're going to take that thing out and go traveling, you have to. You have to get the hypercharger. So I'm curious to see if third party can come up with a solution for that, or I don't know if it's the charging port that's different, because the XR does have an XLR charging port, so maybe that allows for that rapid charge, where the little tiny 2-prong charger that comes on the Pint and Pint X can't handle that. I'm not sure of the logistics there, but I thought that was kind of curious, that 225 and 110. So we're comparing, they're comparing this to the XR, but it takes a lot longer to recharge with the stock charger that's in the box. Digital shaping on the Pint X, 4 presets, still no custom. I don't know why. I was sure that they were going to add custom shaping to the Pint, but They have not, and they've introduced another board and it still does not have custom shaping. You have 6 presets on the XR plus custom shaping, and then you get 5 plus in custom on the GT. So you get custom on the GT, that's really good. Tire profiles, smaller rounder, bigger and rounder, bigger and squarer. Okay. So huge differences there. If you look at the profile though, you'll still notice just from the image, it does look like the Pint is still a little bit more round. You can see where this flat part is here. It's longer here in the GT. So you're gonna have more surface area on the ground, but you'll still be able to get that nice carve. But you can see even here on the corners though, it's a little bit more rounded, and the angle here, it's a little bit sharper. So, you know, this one carves like a dream and this takes it to the next level. So I'm real excited to see what that is like. And then of course your stances here. So these stances are very similar when it comes to the XR, the GT. The big differences are going to be kind of what we've all been doing with the third party. Anyway, you know, me running fishbones on the front of my XR is giving me that concave, and running the Cush High in the rear is giving me that concave in the rear. And so now that's coming stock, and I'm real curious to see how that feels just out of the box. They did bring the light bar, so XR no light bar. Light bar was introduced with the original Pint. They brought that back on the Pint X and the GT, which I like the light bar for the most part. It's nice to get that battery indicator. And then for those who do use Simple Stop, which they did bring into the GT, you know, you have that color change to let you know, hey, I'm in Simple Stop and I'm stopping now. So third parties made tons of handle options here, and you still had that front handle, and it's good to see. And can't really see them in the images, but the videos where they showed the product spinning around, you can see the handle on the front as well. And it does include the Mag Handle Pro, which is needed because this beast weighs 35 pounds. Yeah, in the comparison, they don't really show the weights, but I believe the Pint now is pretty close to the XR weight, and the GT has increased to 35 pounds, and that's 35 pounds stock out of the box. I have an XR, and I'm running, you know, flight fins. I've got the float plates. I've got Cush High, fish bones, and I weighed my board last night, and it came in at about 30.6 pounds. With all the mods on there. This is 35 pounds, you know, naked out of the box, which is crazy because once we start getting flight fins and other mods further, that thing is going to be pushing 40 pounds. So yeah, we're going to need some Onewheel GT slings so we can lug this beast around. But I mean, with the 32-mile range, you know, hopefully you just get away with riding it everywhere. But yeah, those are the comparisons on the Onewheel official website. It's pretty interesting to see how they have progressed. There you go. Let me know what you guys are excited about. I hope to do some more videos talking about the Onewheel GT. I'm constantly looking for more videos. Love it when Onewheel puts them out, that single track and the little short videos. Just enough to get you ready for the next one. But let me know if you guys are getting a GT and you know what colors you're going for, if you're excited about it, and we'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, thanks for taking the time to watch the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you haven't yet, check out my Instagram, ICT_OnewheelBros, and there you'll find a link to basically my solo. It's gonna have all my socials on there. So you've got Instagram, Etsy. Here's where I keep my custom Onewheel stickers. So if you guys are interested in those, check out the link in the description. I even have a awesome float watch face. If you guys are interested in that, that's absolutely free as long as you have the pro version of Watchmaker on your device. also got Store Frontier, which, in my opinion, out of all the providers that I use here, they have the nicest quality shirts, and so you can find a lot of those same items just in t-shirts and masks, because who knew we'd still be wearing masks this long. I also have other Onewheel swag here, so I've only put items on here that were not available through the other one. Some of these are going to be, my logo here. We've got shirts, hoodies, onesies for babies. Here you'll find some of my ICT swag.